Hello, hello, and welcome. It is Fun Fact Friday. My name is John-Toussaint, and I have the pleasure of talking about pit bulls with you all today. That's right, the lovable pit bull. And it's so interesting when doing this. Hi, Rose, how are you? Oh, first off, let me say I apologize for not being on for a while. We had this huge promotion, and literally it took up a lot of my time, which I was gladly to give up. I am happy to welcome new members to my team, and yeah, it's been really fantastic. This summer is going well. So in other words, or on another note, let's get back to Fun Fact Friday. All right, so pet people of the social media universe, or the My Pet EDU scholars, we are going to talk about pit bulls today. And it's really interesting because when I was doing my research, I found out that over the years they can be traced back to the 1800s in the United Kingdom, right? They actually got their name because they were used for bull baiting. So this was a cruel blood sport that was outlawed in 1835, where they would use a dog, a pit bull, to bait an actual bull. So they would fight in a pit, and usually to the pit bull's demise, but this was a definite sport that they had back then, and that is how the pit bull got its name. And it's interesting because I know there's a lot of controversy when it comes to pit bulls and their quote unquote aggression, but it's interesting to note that over the years, since the 1800s, they have actually been bred. That aggressiveness, that innate ability to not bite a human has been promoted amongst breeders since the 1800s. So all those years ago, they had from back then already started to select to breed those specific dogs that were less inclined, or not at all inclined, to bite a human. So it just goes to show that, again, it's all about how you are raising your fur baby, because we have some chihuahuas out here that if they had the jaw pressure strength, if they had the teeth, that would do some serious damage, okay? It all just depends on the personality of the dog, what the dog has been through, how the dog has been trained. There's a lot at stake, and a lot of times it's not the owners, a lot of times it's not the dog's fault, it's just happenstance, circumstances that can cause an animal to be aggressive. So I do want to say that for people who have pit bulls, for people who may be afraid of pit bulls, again, it's all about the rearing, right? Nurture versus nature. But it's just important to note that this has been something that they have been trying to eradicate over hundreds of years. So it's very less inclined that an actual pit bull would be born today with an innate wanting to bite a human in them, okay? So just putting that out of the way, but it was interesting to note. So that is how they got their name. Now, just in general, these are beautiful, beautiful fur babies. They stand about 17 to 19 inches at shoulder height. They have, these jaws that are pretty remarkable, that can lock down. But overall, they have a lovable personality. If you talk to pit bull owners, they will tell you that they're really friendly in the house. They can be protective, but not to the point where it's detrimental or of a concern to others in the household. All right, so that is a little bit of history about the pit bull. They come in many different colors, many different patterns. In fact, I have a fellow colleague that has a brother and a sister. One is brindle and one is black, and oh my goodness, they just look gorgeous. They look wet all the time. Their skin and coat is absolutely gorgeous, and yeah, they're just highly trainable, which is why we see a lot of them in the movies, which is why they're on TV a lot, because they're very, very smart. And they also just basically just love to be outside, love to burn a lot of energy. So if you're going to be a pit bull owner, you got to take your baby on walks, all right? Because if there's damage done to your house due to boredom, it is not their fault. You got to get that energy burned out. You got to take them on those walks, okay? So let's get into the health issues, all right? So I am going to scroll up here. Now, I know for a fact that pit bulls are highly prone to malformed joints, so hip and elbow dysplasia. And that is common with a lot of our larger breeds. So a lot of times when, they're puppies, they're running around, they're living their best life, but it's just like you as a pet parent want to implement something that is going to help maintain that agility, help maintain their ability to run and just play and just, be happy outside. And in order to do that, you want to implement something that is going to help maintain the cartilage, help with just overall minimizing that wear and tear on the joints. And our hip and joint formula is phenomenal with that. It tastes like a treat. They love it. My 14-year-old, he has gotten a lot more mobile in his old age. I'm so happy that I found this product. And there are a lot of other testimonies out there. So if you want to link up to our, testimony page, definitely let me know. Now, the next thing that they have that they're highly prone to is itchy skin. And I was not aware of that until I actually, became a pet consultant. And over and over and over again, my cousin has a pit bull mixed with a bulldog. And one of the biggest things is that itchy skin and coat. They actually took him to the vet because he was itching so much and I hadn't even known. But when I told them about the skin and coat that we have here, they implemented that into Cush's overall routine, and his coat is a lot better. It helps with those hot spots, it helps with that dryness of the skin, that flaking of the skin, and it just has excellent stuff in there that is the bomb.com. Okay, my fur baby, he was jet black when I got him, and then over the years he turned into this ash, not even coal, but like this true ash color, and now he is actually getting darker again. It is crazy. It's remarkable. It's right before my eyes. So another thing that they have that can be detrimental to them are skin tumors and skin cancer. So again, I have a friend whose dog passed away years ago due to skin cancer. He had a pit bull as well. And these are just issues that as a pet parent, you want to know ahead of time so that you can implement things beforehand, right? You want to try to implement these roadblocks, these obstacles, these walls to help potentially have them not even have to deal with these issues later on, right? We brush our teeth every day because we are putting up those roadblocks, those walls, those obstacles to help prevent gingivitis, help prevent rotting of our teeth. We want our teeth to last long. Same thing. You would implement these to try to mitigate, if not eliminate, potentially eliminate these issues from happening. Another thing that I did not know, because I know this happens with poodles, like my fur baby, but blindness. They actually have instances of hereditary eye disease. So this is something that they're born with. So as a pet parent, I was like, wow, if I had a pit bull, I would not have even thought to think about, really monitoring their eyesight, seeing if there's anything that may be going awry, trying to really have a baseline when they're a puppy. Because, when you have puppies, you can really see what their true functioning is. And in that way, if there's a little leeway, you can nip it in the bud right there because you've already established that baseline. So that's a huge one for me when it comes to pit bulls, was the hereditary blindness that could possibly happen and eye disease. Okay, they also have issues with heart disease, which is a growing concern, and thyroid disease. And again, thyroid disease is something that I have seen in many Fun Fact Fridays on a number of different breeds. And it doesn't go into whether it's hypothyroid or hyperthyroidism, but definitely that's something that you as a pet parent want to keep in your mind. Ask your veterinarian, have these conversations beforehand, because prevention is better than cure each and every time. And then last but definitely not least is that many American Staffordshire Terriers, I didn't use their official name, but many American Staffordshire Terriers, I have to say it like that, it's such a mouthful, are actually born deaf. Yeah, or partially deaf. So if you have a puppy and you notice that, he's not really responding, turning, it's taking forever for them to learn their name, could be that they're actually deaf. So take them to the vet, do your due diligence. I'm sure that something as easy maybe as location testing, have a sound over here, have a sound over there, see if their head turns, would suffice, would let you know, are their hearing impaired, whatever the case may be, without having to fully go into a full audiological examination, because I know that can be very expensive for pets. So definitely do your due diligence. If you want to know, by all means, go ahead, but you could definitely do those location type testing as well to determine whether or not they are prone to deafness or have deafness or are deaf. Okay, so that is the pit bull, short and sweet today, but I definitely wanted to bring that to you all because the pit bull is very common. However, they are banned in a lot of areas. I'm from Florida. I know that there are certain areas, if not the whole of Florida, I can't remember, that actually bans, not the whole of Florida, but the whole of Miami-Dade County, that actually bans pit bulls. I don't think it's Dade County, but I think there are certain spaces in Florida that does. And I know on the news, I've seen things, you know, when it comes to pit bulls. And again, each and every case is different. You know, everywhere you go, there are individuals that are not going to be up to par as far as ethics are concerned, and no matter where you are, but you don't want to condemn the whole area due to that one individual. So when you see a pit bull, definitely ask the owner if you can pet them, because they are friendly, they are lovable, and they are here. They are with us. They're just like any other dog. They're going to protect you. Oh my goodness, the way they are with children is remarkable. They are absolutely adorable with children. They automatically take that protective role, and it's just wonderful to see, as many breeds are wonderful with children. Miss Rose says, I love pit bulls. I hate that they have a, yep, I'm the same way. I hate that they have such a bad reputation because they're really quite remarkable animals. And like I said, they all the way back to the 1800s. They've been here quite a while and they will continue to be here. So it's up to us to make sure that individuals that are abusing the privilege to have them are the ones that are reprimanded, not the actual pit bull themselves. So this is another Fun Fact Friday. Thank you for joining me today, and I will see you for sure on Wellness Wednesday, all right? And I can't wait to get back in the groove of things and start just having all of these wonderful informational sessions, because I know they are truly beneficial to all of you out there. And definitely check out the products that I mentioned today, the hip and joint, the skin and coat, because those are essential to our overall pit bulls and helping them each and every day. We have numerous testimonies that attest to that. So otherwise, you guys be safe out there. Have a wonderful weekend. The summer is finally here. As you can see, I am sleeveless and I am enjoying it. I was out earlier soaking up the sun, and I can't wait to get back out there again and do some more business type things. I love working in this field and just educating more and more individuals so that we can be more proactive in our fur babies' lives, right? That is the key. So, pet people of the social media universe, have a wonderful day, and I will catch you.